Hi, this is Rachelle with Scrapcraftastic, and I don't know if I mentioned this in a previous video, but I was getting a little bored using the discount system. It was time for a change, so I did do a little bit of a new setup using this black or smoke clear planner that is from Amazon. And if you're interested in getting one of these, they also have this completely clear version. And I was also able to get this iridescent one, or I don't know if it's called unicorn or what. It's a little dirty, but yeah, they collect dirt and dust, so you have to constantly clean it. But one of the microfiber cloths dust them off great. Anyway, so this is what I'm using now, and I wanted to do something different as far as planning this week as well. I'm going to be working on the Scrapcraftastic Weekly Planner Challenge, and the prompt this week is Charmed. I didn't want to just use a green sticker kit or St. Patrick's Day sticker kit or anything like that. And the reason why Charmed is this week instead of next week, or this prompt is this week instead of next week, is because spring is next week as well. So I decided to break them up, do St. Patrick's Day this week and then spring next week. So that's the reasoning behind that. What I've decided is I'm going to try and do a more artsy, craftsy type of spread, and I'm going to be using this black paper. It doesn't look like it, but I have already printed a dot grid pattern on it. I've cut a piece of white foil to use with it. Hopefully this will work. I don't know. I can't even see the dot. Usually I can see the toner when I print on black paper, but in this instance I don't see anything. So hopefully it's there, and once I run it through the laminator it will pick up. So I'm going to just put this blank piece of copy paper, printer paper, on top of this to just kind of protect it a little bit. And I'm going to leave that overhang. I hope nothing happens with that. But it's kind of difficult to trim down this foil. So, and this will only work if you're using a laser printer. It does not work with an inkjet printer. So laser. If the printer uses toner, then it will work. It's the toner that attracts the foil. So, and even though this is white, it is foil. Okay, so it didn't do anything to the foil. I'm debating whether I should run it through again because it kind of missed that corner there. It missed quite a few spots. But I think I got enough dots to work with. Let me see. Maybe I'll run it through again because it's not really even. Oh, and the paper wrinkled. I hate when that happens. Maybe I should put another piece of paper on top. This is a misprint, so let's try with another piece on top. There might be too many papers going through here, but we're going to see. Okay, so, and let's see. Oh, it's got a smudge. Can I work around that? Can I get the wrinkle out? Let's see if we can burnish that out. I don't know. It might be because the paper is so thin. I'm going to try it again with some cardstock. Let's see if I can use this again. I think I can get away with using that again. Let me get a piece of cardstock and print and run it through the laminator real quick and see what happens. Okay, so here is the printed cardstock again. I cannot see anything. I'm going to use the same piece of foil and just kind of shift it over a hair so that hopefully I'm catching it in between the dots this time. And I'm going to use some, I think I'm going to use another piece of cardstock. Something that won't wrinkle. Because that paper, the black paper that I use is 24 pound. so it wrinkled. But cardstock is less likely to do that. So let's see what we can do. Let's run this bad boy through. Oh, dented up my planner. Okay. So this is better. We still have a lot of skipping, but it's much better. And at least we don't have the wrinkles. So I don't need it to be perfect. I just need it as a guide. But as you can see, it skipped here, it skipped there. And I think that has something to do with how light the dots are, because the file that I'm using, the dots are extremely light. But we're going to go with this just the way it is. I think I'm just going to go ahead and cut this in half. I'm going to use my big paper trimmer because I've been having problems with the other one. And I just need to cut this at 5.5, which is half of 11. Make sure it's lined up well. And slice this. Yep. So that's done. Now what do I want to do? I want to, oh, I can feel the dots on here now. So I'm going to be using this Jelly Roll pen. Hopefully it will hold up throughout this process. Let's find the center. I kind of wanted to draw boxes. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. No. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Okay, so let's find the center. And it is 4.25. That part I know. But there's no dot in the center. So we're going to come up a little bit. And we're going to start with this row of dots. And then half of this is 2 3/4. See if there's a dot. Yeah. So that would be here. So I'm going to go here. I'm actually going to do boxes. And here. So this could be easier if I had a template, but I did not feel like pulling out a template, and maybe I should. But I'm just using the dots as a guide and counting them off. So I'm just going to dive in and start drawing my lines. So I've kind of marked off where I want my lines to be, how I want my boxes to be. So let's do this. And I'm just aligning the ruler up with the dots. And I also find that these Jelly Roll pens work best if you use like very light pressure, just barely pressing on the page. If you kind of dig in, you don't really get any ink to come out. So just a little tip. But I really want to start using more creative styles of planner spreads. I'm going to see how it goes. And I will make the dot grid available on my website. Wow, that was a FedEx truck making all that noise. So you could also use the Journal Basics file that's available on my website at scrapcraftastic.com, and it includes a variety of dot grid pages or patterns, and it also has lined and grid pages. So pretty much any style that you would want or need. I'm just gonna hand letter the days of the week. Yeah, see, that's not gonna look good. I'm doing a cursive, however, I need to go up a little bit so that the down stroke has room and doesn't end up in the box. So that's Monday. Okay, so this is the metallic marker from Dollar Tree. 1.2 millimeter point. It's pretty thick, but I thought I might be able to touch up downstrokes. It may be a little too thick for that. I don't know. I'll have to be very careful with it. Okay. So now I don't know where I'm going from here. This isn't really what I had planned, but let's see what I can do. Okay, so it looks like we're going to end up painting this. I had an idea of using a small heart punch to make clovers, but I think it might be a little easier because I was going to use the punch to punch out some green washi tape. But I think I want to use my paints and inks. And I thought I had Distress Oxide, but this is just Distress Ink, so that's not going to show up on black paper. So let's see. I'm going to be using my Dilutions paints for the first time. I had not used any yet. Hopefully they are not dried out. Ooh. I wonder if I'm supposed to leave that on. Okay. Oh, nope. Don't want to paint on that. So this is my test paper. I think I can work with this. I think I better quit while I'm ahead. I think they look kind of cute. Maybe I could come in with a dark green too and do a few. The next step, I think, will be to use some more of the jelly roll. So let's test what the green looks like. Let's see what else we got going on here. Got some gold. Oh, I think that would be beautiful. Look at that. I hope it's coming through the shimmer of it all. I wonder how that would scan. Let's do it. Play a little bit. Okay, I put some lotion on so you won't be blinded by my ashiness. So this is going to be our rainbow. Where's my paper? So we got red, orange. We're gonna do Roy G. Biv, or as close to Roy G. Biv as we can get. So I think I'm gonna use this for my red. Yeah. So, okay, let's go ahead and outline our cauldron. Is that what that's called? Our pot of gold, that's what it's called. Pot of gold, but we're gonna have a pot with a rainbow. Okay, so I am back to work on this some more. Let's see what we can do with this sparkly orange. That's pretty. I think a lot of this is not really showing through on camera, but that's really pretty. Let's see what other sparkly colors we have. Okay, so I have some lines that I need to erase. I had another piece of this somewhere, but I've lost it. But this is a kneaded eraser, and it won't smudge your paper, tear your paper, and it removes pencil lines really nicely. And I will link to one in the description box below. And I probably need to order myself another one. But see, when I was trying to use a regular pencil eraser, it was messing up the paper, smudging. So that works really nicely. Let's see. And you can see where I tried to use the other eraser there, and it smudged the paper. Okay, so enough of that. Let me put this up so I don't lose it again. Let's add the numbers. I don't know where I want to put them. I'm thinking lower right hand corner will be good. And I did talk about scanning this, but I didn't like the way it looked when I scanned it. I'm sorry. So 9, 10, 11. And I'm just not confident enough to go in with pen right off the bat. I like to get a good idea of where I'm going before I commit to the pen. Okay, so I think I might use this is the Dollar Tree marker. It says metallic, but it's not. I'm gonna put a little gold over here because this is a birthday for our family. So I think I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna leave it here for now. And then as I fill it in through the week, be sure to check the community tab to see where I'm at with it. But that gives me a good before the pen start. Let's go ahead and punch this. I'm a little leery of my punch right now. Let me test it. Let's see. Okay. So it seems okay with one piece of paper that's not laminated. So, okay. And this one. Okay, so let's pop these back in. Or pop these in. So that's it for this spread. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Also, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and hit that little gray bell so that you'll receive notification each time I upload a new video. Be sure to check the community tab and my stories for updates throughout the week. Also, check us out over at patreon.com/scrapcraftastic for exclusive content and digital downloads. Visit my other channel, Journal Life's Journey, for live craft videos, junk journals, and weekly vlogs. You can find me across social media at Scrapcraftastic. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.